The recent past saw him being up to his ears in debt. He owed $10 million, and today he's doing 300 million deals and building skyscrapers that cost $125 million.
I am a very ambitious person.
His partners used to be sent to jail or be deported.
I choose the wrong partner.
Reza came after financial crisis. He lost everything.
Now Reza Bijani is featured in all the world's business media because he built skyscrapers one after another.
Now we are going to the other places which Reza is partnering with someone.
Today he will tell you what helped him to stay afloat and bring himself back to life.
That was one of the biggest reasons that I started to work hard.
And how to save your money and become a millionaire.
The rich guy is not the guy who spends more money.
Yeah.
If you don't have money, don't spend.
I am in the heart of the Dubai area. You know, this area is close to Burj Khalifa, and we are going to meet our hero here who built this building. Who is he? How did he fail? What the challenges he made? How did he overcome these issues? We are going to learn. Stay with us and let's go to meet him now.
To secure a meeting with Reza is a challenge, but we did it.
We are lost now. We are just finding the correct office of Reza, and we'll go to meet him there. Let's go.
Today you are going to see his first English interview.
Hello, Reza. How are you? Nice to meet you. Everything is okay.
I have seen you a lot of times, but I didn't know you are the Mr. Abdulaziz.
Really?
Yes.
Nice
Yeah,
to
made
meet
in
you.
land department. Hi, how are you guys?
Really?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine. You have a nice office, brother.
The past 15 years have seen Reza build 16 skyscrapers. We are in one of them right now, and in a few minutes we'll show you another one which he sold for 125 million.
Now we are going to the other places which Reza is partnering with someone. I'm not going to tell you where is it and what is it. We are going all together to discover it. Let's go now.
I'm not the partner, I bought it for you.
Yeah, he's involved in this project.
A to Z, true.
Yes. So let's go. Just going back now to your story. What did you learn from your past experience? You invested a lot and you had nothing to pay. What did you learn from so the people can listen? What they can do in order?
Principle of the business is if you don't have money, don't spend. Number one.
Don't take liability. Means.
Don't enter a project if you don't have secured. It's regardless, even if it's bank or if it's an investor, but if you did not secure the total construction cost, don't enter to a construction. Same thing for a buyer. If you don't have a secured loan from the bank and you don't have enough money to pay for full amount of a project or a unit,
Even for
Don't buy.
3 years or something.
yeah, but if you don't have that money,
Yes.
don't buy. Don't depend on somebody's promises. Don't depend on the bank. Unless you don't have an approval, there's no guarantee that you get that bank loan or not. And most importantly, Dubai will come back. But we will not get younger.
Yes.
You put your money, like what happened to me. I'm waiting now almost 15 years to recover,
Yes.
right?
Recover, yeah.
Market will come back. But that time I was 35, now I'm 50. We don't have the same energy, we don't have the same, let's say, goals in the life. So things will change, but your life will not come back.
It's true.
So be careful, and risk management is very important. This is what we are specialists. You plan the project before starting, then you will not have a problem.
Yeah. So
Look at the history, learn.
Yeah.
What happened in 2008, we have seen. Unfortunately, many newcomers, they didn't see it, by the way.
Yes.
It was us who have lived more than 15 years in Dubai, we know what happened. But the newcomers, they didn't see. This is what we are now telling them.
Guys, you are listening from the experienced person who has been there. So if you think, oh, I'm going to pay 20% and I don't have the money for the rest, I will get it from the premium or the sale of this project. It's a little bit risky. if you don't have the full amount, as Reza said, don't enter to this project because you are risking your life, you are risking your money, you are risking, you never expect the market what can bring you. You heard this and listen to Reza, and we are going to move to other now. Now I want to talk about your mindset, Reza. Like, how did you do to overcome this? How did you manage your mind to get back again? Because many people, honestly, I know many people, they will broke, they will do a different thing. They will not come back again.
Actually, this was a story that before I once said, and it's very touching for me. It's something that is very dear, very close to me. In the period that I was bankrupt, in 2009, my father visited Dubai. And then that time, I was sitting with him and telling, I have this problem, I have that problem. And I am thinking that maybe I need to do some other business, let me go back to trading, I was successful in trading and this and that. Then my father said, you know what? You are going in one street and you are losing the money. It falls from your pocket. Something happens that you lost your money in that street. You know that somebody over there have taken it, or someplace under some storm that money is there. If you want to find your money back, you are going to change the direction, going to another street. No, stay in your business. Look where you have done the mistake and try to be successful in the same business. Because you spend 10,000 hours in any business or any profession to be a professional. So I already spent thousands of hours, and in order to be a professional, I needed to spend maybe a few thousand hours more. So I took my father's advice, and I started to come back to the office, and I had the support of my wife. She was really the biggest support that I had. And that helped, and I started to do the same work. Many of my friends in that period of time, they end up in jail, they were deported, they ran away, the families, they all fallen apart. I know what you're talking about, and I could have that part in my life as well. Maybe partially, even many things was broken in my life. But first, I come from a family which we support each other a lot. Secondly, I had a wife who was really in those days a rock behind my back. And the vision for me became clear after a year or two. I already knew what I want. I already knew where I am once I discovered the new line of business, the credit note. And the recovery was good, was fast.
And your father is a businessman, or? My
father was having a car gallery in Tehran for, I believe, almost 58 years. Until the time that he passed away. And even today, we are still keeping that shop in memory of my father. We still keep, we still not sell it. Maybe one day if my mother decides to sell, because all of us, all brothers and sisters, we have given the consent that my father's every inheritance should go to my mother. None of us claim anything. And alhamdulillah, my mother still is healthy. She is alive. She is right now living in USA with my sister.
Every guest or hero in my videos, they are interested to promote their brand through social media. So I set up my studio in the heart of Dubai. Head Up Studio is designed for podcaster, YouTuber, photographer, videographer, singers, actors, anyone who creates a content. Everything you see around you is an exclusive studio for high quality sound, for high quality videos, photos even. We have everything here for you to film at great qualities. Cameras, 4K, latest equipments, lenses for different formats, sound system, everything here we made it possible for you. Even if you are considering the sound insulation, you can find it in every room. If you want to use your creativity, come here in Head Up Studio in Dubai with the fully equipped rooms. Follow the below description to book your seat, and let's continue our episode.
When did you come to Dubai, Reza?
24th September, 1996.
1996. And did
27 years.
97. So it means long time. If you more than 26 years now.
Yeah, almost 27 years.
20 when Dubai it was not like now, of course.
No one. You know, I came from Turkey. I was living in Turkey in that time. My education finished, so I spent a year in Romania, and then I came to Dubai. No one heard about Dubai.
Okay. You came here and you had a business?
My first business was trading with my wife. We were selling children's garments.
Okay.
And this was, you know, it's like the land of opportunities on those days. Anything you were bringing to Dubai, it was getting sold.
Yeah.
The business was so good, and the people there were so nice.
Okay.
Especially the majority of the clients were the CIS and Russian countries, you know. So, and in those days, there was a competition who can learn Russian faster.
Okay.
So you learn Russian, the market is open to you, because most of the Russians, they were not fluent in English, or at all they didn't know English.
Yeah.
So it was a good opportunity, and my wife was Ukrainian, so we had great opportunity. Then 2001, I
Before going
established.
to the second, this one, when you started the first business, how much was your capital? Did you spend a lot of money to do this business?
$3,000.
$3,000?
$3,000 was mine, $7,000 was my wife's capital, total $10,000. And the first trip, it was Thailand. We brought very small cargo. We had a very small shop, like 20-meter shop in a small passage.
Yeah.
And everything started from there.
Everything.
Within a year, we have opened the second shop, which is on the main road, a bigger one.
Oh, so it means the first business was successful.
Very successful. You know, we brought that first cargo of $10,000. We made another $10,000 on top.
Okay.
And this was exponential. It was tuck, 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 going up, you know. Every cargo you were bringing you're doubling your money. It was only the matter of time, because, you know, if you bring by sea, it would take 1.5 months. But if you bring by air, it's expensive, but it would be in 1 week.
Yes.
So it was good.
And yes, after 3 years, you opened a new one.
After a year.
After 1 year.
After 1 year.
Wow.
We opened a new one, then we bought the next shop, then we bought another one opposite. So within, I think, 4 years, we had 4 branches.
Okay.
And we were doing already wholesale.
So the business of cargo still exists?
It was not cargo, it was clothing.
Clothing.
Children's clothing, you know. It's not existing, but there are people who bought my business and they are continuing with the same life.
Okay.
So we started ladies garment, then we started the gents, then we opened a tailoring place to produce our own things.
Okay.
But those days, Dubai was blessing.
So,
Because if you were making 10,000, you were spending 2 and saving 8.
yeah.
Today, if you make 100,000, you will spend 80, and maybe you are lucky to make 20 saving, you know. So things are changing, and this makes you be more careful. And for the young generation, people have to decide what they want.
Yeah.
There are certain specialties that are more demanded and certain specialties that are going out of business because of AI and all, you know, automation and those things. So today there are different opportunities.
Okay.
Reza, what does success mean to you? Do you consider yourself a successful person now after getting back again and learning from your mistakes?
I watched an interview from a very famous person, Bob Marley.
Okay.
And then the guy was asking him, are you a successful person?
Yeah.
Tell me, what is your measure of success? Is it what you have, or is it what to achieve, what is the measure of success for you? For me, the measure of success is peace of mind.
Yes.
The measure of success is to know who you are and to be a positive and useful person in your surrounding. As much as you achieve it, no matter you will have 1 million or 100 million or 1 billion dirham in your bank account, you still have that happiness inside.
Yes. So you measure your success not about the money, then you're in the bank or in your pocket. Success who you are. You understand yourself. You discovered yourself.
Until 40 years old, maybe I had a different vision. When you reach to the milestone of 50, I think the vision changed.
Yeah.
People start to see things with clarity. So I think this is important to know what you want from life. Of course, everybody wants more money. We never say more money harms. Always they say crying in a Lamborghini is 10 times better than crying in a Toyota Corolla. We all understand that. But if you are in Lamborghini but you have liabilities, it's better to be in a Toyota Corolla but have zero liabilities.
It's true.
That's the difference.
The story started that I went to buy a house in Jumeirah Island by Nakhil. And in those days, they were telling, come and buy, and we were all worried, and the villa prices are expensive. Now they're, of course, nothing, but in those days for us were expensive because Imar was giving properties at 450 or 700,000 dirham. In there it was 2 million dirham. So I went and said, no, it's expensive. I will buy something from there. So I went to Imar, I put a 10,000 dirham down payment, only 10,000 dirham. It is in 2003. Not registration, booking.
Just booking, okay.
And I fly to China for a business trip.
Yeah.
I came back. I went to Nakhil to again look at this. They said nothing is available. So how come? Impossible. So after a week, they called me and said there is an opportunity, but you cannot buy one villa. You have to buy 16 villas.
Wow.
I said, are you crazy? I am having money only for one. They said, no problem. You have to pay only 10%. And then you have a 5-year payment plan, this, that.
Yeah.
So when I see that fast, everything was sold. I said, okay. I took out my checkbook without even thinking. I first write my first check.
You didn't have a
After buying, no, I had only for first 10%. Right? And that one even was short. So they gave me a 5-day time. I was calling my brothers, my friends, I need some money. After paying the first installment, then I started to call my relatives. You want to buy a villa? It's a good opportunity. Let me buy it for you, this, that. And we made great. I mean, from those investments, I think within 2 years, we had 2 free villas for us. So that was the first click. But I still was not doing real estate.
Yes.
I was just investing.
Okay.
Until in 2007, I went to a real estate show, Cityscape. And one of the guys over there was telling me, what are you doing? I said, I'm buying, selling. He was telling me, let us give you some brochures, maybe we can sell. So I took some brochures. Within 3 months, I sold 7 floors for that company. And then they approached me and said, you're doing this much. Well, you're not opening your own place, And then I decided to open in 2008, but very wrong timing.
2008, huh? You spent a lot of money this time. You said, I'm gaining a lot of money from this. I will put everything in this project.
Yes.
That's what you did.
I did. And I chose the wrong partner because before even the date of the check comes, my partner ended up in jail.
Wow.
And I had to pay all his liability as well. Then the other problem that we had, the market crashed.
Yeah, financial crashes.
I bought the property in an area that never developed.
Yes.
Imagine everything came back. Business Bay, you can see the tower that we had nothing in, now is built and complete. The Jumeirah village, you look at downtown, everything is coming back. Prices are jumping. But that particular area, it never come back.
Okay.
Now, Palm Jebel Ali.
Yeah.
Now, I hope after 15 years, I can get my investment back. But that was one of the biggest reasons that I started to work hard.
How much did you spend to do this business?
I started the whole assets that I gathered in that time,
fine.
maybe it could touch like 50, 60 million,
Okay.
but I had to spend 90.
Nice.
So I went under the water. I went into liability.
I see you are like fit person. You just maybe you turned 50, and from your face, mashallah, I see you are younger. What is the secret to keep you in shape? Or
I think daily routine and lifestyle is very important. For me, the daily routine that every morning I have to have certain things to do. I'm not overeating. I have only one coffee. I'm getting away from the sugar and all things. But more than that, every day I have to go 1.5 hours to gym.
to gym.
Every single day. So I think this is very important. That this is my personal time.
Yes.
And this is the only time that when I am, in the gym, I feel this is my time. Nobody is bothering me.
Yeah.
Mobiles are away. I don't take the mobiles with me. But I am working out, This is very important, and it gives me clarity.
Yes. Yes, it's true. That's why when you move your body, you breathe, or you have more oxygen, and the oxygen is good for your body and your brain. So new ideas, new clarity, new things come.
Yeah.
Do you agree with this?
I agree. And again, I know a lot of my friends who were at 55, 60. They had heart attack. They had, they were rich, as we call them, successful. But they were neglecting this part, the health and the fitness.
Yeah.
What's the point of having all the money if you cannot climb the mountain? If you cannot walk a long distance?
True.
If you cannot eat the food that you like.
Yes, it's true.
So
It's health, money. Okay, you have a money, but if you lose your health, you lose everything.
we are learning many things, and one thing that I can say in the last 1 year I learned is that the life that we have is 100 year, possibly if we are lucky, 50 already is gone. From 50 till 100, you can say 70 plus is a period that you're retired, you're not able to do much activities.
Yeah.
So we have 25 years, which if we are lucky, will be active. And that 25 years, the 10 years, which is mobility, it can be yours. Until 60 years, you have a foot mobility. You can run, you can go to gym, you can do everything you want.
Yeah.
Because after 60, it's difficult.
Yeah.
If you want to prolong it, when the right time comes, you have to stop. You have to reduce your extra activity. You have to give your body time to recover. You have to have proper diet. Those things, if are done properly, then you shouldn't worry.
Reza came after financial crisis. He lost everything. He became like zero value. Now has nothing to do anything. And now he's predicting from his experience, after the inflation is going up, the prices are going up, there is another collapse of real estate.
We would say
It's prediction.
correction.
Yeah.
We will say it's a correction, not collapse. But the reason I say I mastered risk management in the period of time that we work, right?
Okay.
We have done approximately about 2 billion dirham of transaction in this period of all failed projects. I don't talk about people who are successful and they were selling their ready property. I'm talking about the people who are stuck. Either they could not finish their project, like this one, which I took over and complete, or the one across the road, which we took and complete. Or there were people who have purchased, they could not complete, so we had to find financiers to take over and take them out from there. But I understood every single investor's problem. And we have tailor-made the solution for every single one of them. Yes, we are not the owner of all those projects, but we have been involved in all of them. So when you have the inside story, you understand where the things have gone wrong. And many of them had the problem because of leverages.
Yes, the liabilities. It's all about the banks.
You know, everybody buys a piece of land and he say, okay, if I put 20% of the land, I can start construction. The rest I will cover from the sales.
Yeah.
Now, this is the mathematics that I want to argue with you.
Yeah.
I want you to think, is it logic or it's not?
We never know about the market.
No, I give you a number.
Yeah.
From 2020 or end of 2019 until 2021, almost there was nothing happening because
true.
COVID.
Prices went down.
Prices went down. There was COVID. There was no activity. Almost 3-4 months we could not come out of the house. And then when we come out of the house, we have limited work hours.
Yeah.
So no travel. Nobody was traveling here and there until the end of the year, which Dubai was the only country who opened the doors.
Yes.
That opening of the door was the smartest move that our leaders have done.
Okay.
I really kiss their hand because of what they have done in that moment. They saved the economy, they saved the business.
Yeah.
And that showed how a nice vision they had in that time. So today, imagine from 21 in 21, the property boom started. There is 200,000 new property sale of off-plan property. We don't talk about the radio one. Off-plan property registered.
Yes.
So a building like this is usually taking 3 years to complete.
Yeah.
Smaller buildings, 2.5 years. So they had to design, construct, and hand over.
Yes.
What they have done, they just sold.
Yes.
And in those days, because the economic situation was not very good, everybody was buying with a small down payment. And the main chunk of the money should come at the completion.
Yes.
What completed till now? Not more than 5% of that. Nothing is completed. So in the next 2 years, we will have between 80 to 100,000 properties, which mainly they are luxurious and expensive properties.
Yes.
It's not small. Nobody did low-class property or economic property in the last 2 years. Everybody did luxury. So what happens? Billions and billions of dirham of liability are there.
Yes.
Many people, they see the opportunity. Instead of buying one, they bought 3, they bought 4. Why? Because they want to sell it with premium, which some of them did. But many of those payments are due when it is completed.
Yes.
So 100,000 properties is going to complete. Now, in the past, we were selling to end users.
Yeah.
Today, we are selling to the nationalities that they are not even living in Dubai, like Russians, Ukrainians, or Kazakhstani. Those people who wanted to only bring their money out and park over here, or just be safe.
Security, yes.
Now that the money comes, first, the banks are not giving the loan like before. If before 2 years you could get a loan at 2.9, 2.5, 2.7%, today nothing is less than 7%.
Yes.
Interest rate all around the world is increased. Financial crises are there.
Yes.
So how they will cover it?
Yes.
That will make the people panic. And when they hand over, and I tell you something, most of the developers, especially on the big scale, they are delaying their projects because they don't want the oversupply to hit the market. But delaying it is actually just fooling them people. Intentionally, they have the money, they have collected enough money to build themselves, but intentionally they're delaying it, so the rents will increase, the prices will increase, and then they are launching, so the off-plan sales are good. But when you go to the secondary market, the sales are not that good. And when you look at the off-plan resale market, nothing is there.
Nothing, huh?
The off-plan resale market is way lower than whatever it was in 22. And even the Arabian News recently bring an article down that the real estate sales in Dubai is come down in the first quarter for 33%.
Wow.
Not the price, prices are stable.
The transactions.
The transactions.
Okay.
And now I am expecting that the summertime will be even slower because it's usually summer. We don't know what will happen the next quarter.
You know, Reza, that's why I'm every day receiving 5 calls from different real estate agents. Come buy this one, come to this project.
You take 5, I take 50 because I am registered in many places. And unfortunately, every second story in the Instagram is only about the villas or new projects or whatever is going on. So this shows if the sale is good, why you have to spend that much money?
True.
Secondly, the commissions. Even at the best time in the market, any real estate company which is launching a project is offering 5 to 12% commission.
Yes.
12% commission. too much. Even sometimes the developer is not making that much money. How come they give this much money for the commission? Because they want the people to be fooled. And unfortunately, many agents, they don't tell the truth to the investors.
Yeah.
Because of the money that they make.
Commission, yeah, they want to take.
Exactly. I don't blame them. This is their job.
Yeah.
You know, if you watch the movie Wolf of Wall Street, they don't care about what happens to them. Their job is to take the money and keep it there.
Yeah.
So they do their job, but I am not that kind of person. That's why I have a space that I can accommodate 20 agents, but I have only 4 because we concentrate on certain niche and we don't want to do that.
And do you think there is if anyone wants to do a business, he should not expect the success from first time or business successful from
first time success is a fluke, is a chance. Sometimes you can be very successful in the first time. But I wish I had my failure in life that I had a bit younger.
Okay.
You know, the sooner you make the mistakes, that's why all these teachers in modern era, they say, make the mistakes. Make the mistakes when you're wrong, when you're young. Let yourself to experience new things. The bad thing for me, the biggest trauma that I had in that time was that I only have seen success until that event of 2008. And when overnight I lost everything that I had, it was very difficult for me to face the life with the failure. Because I get used to, I was addicted to it. Every year making more money, every year being more successful, every year adding things to my, to my capital. And all of a sudden you lose everything. It's very difficult. If I was having this experience maybe 5 years earlier, then during the crisis I would not do those mistakes.
Yeah, it's true. But there was no crisis to learn.
There was no crisis to learn, or God was not allowing me to have that,
Yeah,
we shouldn't forget that it's not only my success. If someone up there was not taking care of me,
yes, it's true.
I don't know, maybe it's my mother's prayer, or maybe it's something that I done right for someone in
It's true.
certain moment, it will not help me in this way. And since God gave me a second chance, I am maybe 10 times more cautious than other people to risk it again. Otherwise, I am very ambitious person, and I am very high risk taking person.
Now, Reza, after what happened, after you overcame these things, you learned many new things. Where are you now?
I am maybe in one of the most comfortable phases of my life.
Okay.
Because always when you do business, you keep certain assets, which are performing assets. They give you your daily income.
Yes.
And you have certain amount in your projects or in your small projects that are running. And there are certain amounts which is in the bank and are ready if you get any opportunity to do business. I managed finally to reach this stage. But what I understand is, and I tell you, Dubai is the right place to put the money. I don't say Dubai is the wrong place. But you can keep the money and wait for the correction and then buy whatever you want rather than jump because everybody say, oh, everything is selling, come and take. You go and buy. Today, every second SMS message that I'm receiving is somebody telling, oh, I have bought this super luxury property, market price is plus 20%, but I'm ready to give you with minus 10%.
Yeah.
So how come plus 20% premium is the market? Why you are giving minus 10%?
Yes.
He's under pressure. So never put yourself under pressure.
Okay.
Yes, and we have to understand there is a bear market and there is a bull market. Right now is the time that the market have already used the maximum, right? The market have already used the maximum capacity.
Okay.
We are at the peak. So it's time to exit.
It's time to sell.
It's time to sell. It's time to
Guys,
exit.
now at this period in Dubai, real estate is time to sell. If you are receiving a lot of calls from real estate, you will get this after 1 year. The premium and this one, don't believe them. The market is peak, you have to sell. So when the people come by?
It's my prediction. I don't say that you have to do as I
Yes.
say, but I think next year.
Next year.
Yeah, because we will have clarity.
Yeah.
We will have much clarity. You see, China, for the past 2 months, they have reduced the interest rates.
Yes.
And this month itself, they reduced their oil consumption by maybe 20%. What it means? It means that the market is getting slow. So when the market is getting slow, the cash flow will be less.
Yeah.
When the money is less and the liability is there, the pressure starts to mount. When the pressure mounts, people start to reduce the price. The market starts to go down. There will be correction happening.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 property, each one of them is half paid, sell one, make the other 100% paid. Or at least keep the money whenever it is ready, you can cover it. If you have 10 property, same thing. I don't say sell everything that you have. If you don't think that the market is going to be corrected immediately, but at least position yourself in a place that if tomorrow you will not be able to sell any other asset, at least you have enough money to cover your liability. Trust me, the other mistake that this time the agents they do, I knew agents that 2 years back, for 500 dirham, they were coming to me and said, please, I don't have the bill, the electric bill to pay. And today I see the guy is going with Porsche. The guy is going with X7 BMW. They forget. Income goes up, they start to spend up. No.
And all the money.
The rich guy is not the guy who spend more money. Yeah. And the rich guy is not the guy who is making more money. The real comfortable guy is who is spending less than his income, and he is positioning himself for long-term comfort. These people, they live only for today. And they think this income will continue forever. Never. The amount of, it's same as 2008. Every supermarket salesman was trying to sell a property. Trust me. Everybody on the street was doing something related to property. Now we are in the same place. Every guy who was, I don't know, I have people who are in consultancy firms, advertisement firms, working in bank, in mortgage. Every single one of them now, they are property specialists. Not only they say I'm an agent, they call themselves specialists. You know?
I'm a specialist in this area.
And how many big real estate companies have been opened lately? 200, 300 agents. I will not use the names, but the history of the company is not even 2 years, but the company already have 300 agents. Unfortunately, the agents are working on commission. Nobody has a stable income. So when the market crash, how many workless, how many jobless people will have around?
That's really amazing advice from Reza to any people who wants to invest here in real estate.
Overall, I can say this is one of few properties that gives you prestige. And I'm proud to be involved in purchasing the plot, to be involved in the stage of developing. And right now the owner is my partner in some of the projects. Very, very good friend. When you told me, show me something new, I said,
So guys, this hotel called Edition, and there are 14 Editions hotel around the world. And nobody can, I'm not any investor who maybe has billion. Some of them, they cannot own this. Only a specific people like Bill Gates, right?
Exactly.
And when was built this hotel?
This hotel was built from 2016 until 2020, and end of 2020 it started to work. And actually 2021 we can say started to function. But from day one, from day one was very popular. In here you will see almost every week some event. By Chanel, by Miss 60, by Netflix, by all those brands around. This is a place that is famous for the grab. All this happening over here.
So they come book the hotel, a specific area or the whole?
Specific area, maybe they book 20 rooms for the guests to come. they book the facility for the event, a party room or whatever. So it's really nice to be here.
Yeah. And do you have an idea the occupancy rate of?
Even in the middle of summer,
Yeah.
it's never below 80.
Never below 30. And how many rooms here? You say
It's around 277 rooms.
277. Amazing. That's
5 F&Bs.
Hmm.
And the top floor currently is given to a very, very lucrative, or we say, private company who has its own private events. That's a very beautiful restaurant with open. It was called Inti in the past, but now they are going to change it to that.
Okay.
It's like, the art club. It's like only members place. Everybody can enter.
Okay. And can we enter today this one to film or?
During the day, no, they are not.
They are busy, yeah?
Their time we can. And now they are starting the decoration because they are changing it.
Okay.
They just closed it last week, and now they are going to do the.
Okay. And a part of the big brands coming here to have their events in this hotel, do you know any celebrities or people came here and stayed in this hotel?
His Highness
came here and stayed in this hotel.
Sheikh Hamdan.
Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed.
Yes.
Okay.
Or we can say Al-Abbar.
Al-Abbar, also Mohammed Al-Abbar. Okay.
We had an Abdul family called. They had of Al-Wasir group.
Yes.
These are the local celebrities there.
Yes.
Also from outside, many of the fashion designers, many of the models, they are going. Because, if you go to London,
Yeah.
London edition is the most happening place in London.
Okay.
So here also is the same. So the name is there. You don't need to do advertisement. The name itself will attract.
It's true. Edition. I can see when I enter, it's something you cannot find it everywhere. It's different. Yes. And I remember the car, I said, always greens. And there is a link between the environment, the green, save the environment.
The funny thing is that when I look at this hotel, I remember the construction days, the day that nothing was around, only the beton and everything.
Okay.
Going with the outside lift with the, escalator going up and trying to see what's happening, the views, this, that, giving ideas about the.
Yeah.
So for me, it has a very different meaning. I have seen from zero scratch until the dam is completed. And then every day we see the challenges about the management, choosing the team, occupancies, how everything, In here, choosing the names, choosing the light, choosing the music. And music, you have to choose it according to the approved management or by the group.
Wow.
Very delicate matter to run a hotel like this and understand. So if you ask me tomorrow, if I have something in mind in future, yes, I have. Maybe one day, God willing, I want to build something, I will build something like this.
Something quality.
I want to know, this building, you built it, right?
Two partners, me
Two partners.
and sole property.
When did you build it?
The story is like this. In 2006, I bought 5 floors from a developer.
Okay.
And a Russian friend of mine bought 2 floors from him. So 2014, this developer was no longer around, ran away. It's called Fortune Group. So I started to do my legal proceedings, and then I managed to reach to the land department to get the ownership. And they were telling me, we are not going to give you the plot because there are other investors. We only give you the plot if you are going to build it. I didn't have enough funds. As you know, I was in a very difficult situation. So I had, in that time, my client, which later became my partner, Mr. Bhatia, and or the say sole properties. And then we jointly started this tower. Then the land department see our track record, see how fast we are moving. They offered us another tower opposite for the same developer.
Okay.
We took that tower. Then I started to work, and I was involved in a project which was failed. It was a project called Fortunato in the Jumeirah village. It's a huge project. 5 close together make a cluster. That project was built 60% and frozen with a Russian investor and Mr. Al-Tajir. And I took over that project. I brought a new contractor. I put the initial fund to start that project. We started, and I took every stock that they had. And I managed to sell and fund the project and make very good money on that. Then I was involved with the tower in the Dubai Marina, which my part of the commission, which we had, become a floor in that tower, which is Aura and Harbor Aura. There were 2 towers that they were under construction. I managed to sell the project from one developer to another one. And then I did a project. Actually, I invested in a project in Jumeirah Village Triangle, which later, again, the developer was running away, and I had to come. I could not take directly through the land department. I had a very big help to finish that project and deliver it. So I was not a developer, but I was pushed to be a developer. And when you are involved in these kind of projects and you are involved personally,
physically,
then even although I'm not an engineer, but sometimes the experience that you have on these kind of projects is better than an engineer who is involved. Because engineer looks only from his point of view, but we know what the market is demanding, what are the plus points, what are the minus points. Engineer looks, how easier I can build this building, how easier I can. I will say no. I want to see how better I can sell it, how maximum I can use the facilities, how more space I can utilize in the project, and how less money I can spend to build it. They can show you a building and give you the number of steel rebars that you need. But after doing the value engineering, you understand that 20% of this steel is unnecessary.
Okay.
Absolutely unnecessary.
Just
it's only over-protectionist or just for day. Because they didn't have time to sit and in detail do it. They give you that number. So because I involved in that level myself in the projects that I was doing, I have good experience today. And the connections, if you go to the land department today, from one room to the second room, the information doesn't go.
Yes, that's it.
You know what I mean? It's very funny. You ask this room that I need this information, please. This is my letter. Please correct this. You say, okay. He can even turn from the glass and say, Ahmed, can you correct it? No. They send an email from this room to other room. That room, they didn't read it. So Ahmed goes on a leave. Muhammad comes. You don't know Muhammad. Delays. If you're not familiar with the system, you get stuck for a long time. But when you are familiar, you know what are the position of those employees, you know what are those employees' responsibilities. When you have a problem, you can easily go. And the good thing about them is that the door is open. You can at least go and talk, right? So you can go, fix, speed up all the procedures. Those are the things that I can add to any project today. And I can see the cash flow. Honestly, many people think, this is the cost, this is the land, this is the construction, khalas, I can do. It's not that easy.
Do you know the value of this hotel now?
I would not speculate much. Maybe 1.2 billion.
$1 or dirham?
There.
1.2 dirham. That's really amazing. And do you know how much spent?
I couldn't say.
Secret,
Of course I know, but it's not.
Yes, it's true.
Maybe when we are not in public, we can.
Yes, but 1 point, yes.
It is online, no.
But it's really amazing, Reza. Thank you so much, Reza, for your time, for taking us to these nice places, and it was pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Really. And the last thing here, what you will say to the viewers and the people about this one?
2 things.
Yeah.
Number 1, whenever you buy something, read your contract. Nobody No one in Dubai reads a contract before you buy it. They just pay the down payment.
Yes.
And after, when they want to sell it or want to take it or it's cancelled, they remember that, whoa, they didn't read. And when they read, everything goes against them.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful about this. Second, don't take the leverage right now.
Yes.
Don't risk. You are in a very, very deep water. And if you sink, you will sink very deep. Always keep that cushion aside. Always keep certain money which you don't need. Keep something for future. Protect yourself. So, and good luck to everyone.
I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode. There's a lot of tips. Some people, they are paying 1,000, million maybe just to hear these tips, but you are listening for free. We are just making this episode, this channel for you just to learn from the experienced people. We don't bring anyone from there just to talk. No, it's not our mission. Our mission is to create impact. How? Bringing the people who experienced the failure and getting up again. And one of this example is Reza. Watch it until the end, and I am sure, confident, you will learn many things.
Never be shy to ask for an advice.
Yes.
One time asking can save you from a lot of trouble.
Wow. So if you have any questions about real estate, reach out here. Reach out, we'll answer you, we'll help you. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this episode. I will see you next time. See you, bye. Reza, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Guys, in this life, many things unexpected can happen to you. And you can be broken. But the questions, how you get back. In this episode, there is someone who already failed and I'm bringing this one for you. Please listen until the end, and to the Saeed. Next episode will come shortly. See you.
Guys, you haven't joined our contents until now. The giveaway will end by 1st of August. A prize worth more than $10,000. So all you need, go to the right screen and you will check the requirements to enter in this contest. I wish everyone a good luck and let the strongest win.